Thank you very much for joining the last session. So we are wrapping up now. I see that a few people are finishing their coffee. So can we put the first slide of the presentation? I have a few slides. It's going to be rather short, so it should be OK. Indeed. So I would like to thank first all the participants of the workshop for all the interesting talks during those last 3 days. So it was the first time that ESA organized the Exploration Science Workshop. It was also very nicely organized in Warsaw. And I would like just to wrap up a bit few input we received. And of course, this may not be exhaustive, and by all means, we will leave also the opportunity for you to give some comments if you have on this workshop. Few highlights, maybe the slide here. Yeah. So one of the things of these 3 days is that we had some 250 participants along those 3 days. That was with different talks that were in parallel with 3 to 4 parallel sessions, 24 countries. So if you count, actually, those countries are not representing all the ESA member states, but at least a large part of it. We had 33 sessions and 80 speakers. In general, the feedback, so I put few words also that I hear here and there on this workshop. So the first thing is that the participants were generally pretty pleased and very positive feedback. They were happy also to have some first-hand view from ESA about the exploration program in general, but also the exploration focus science, because for many of you, it was the first time that you heard about that. The prioritization of the activity is also something that you heard for some of you for the first time, and this is something also that you want or you advise or you suggest the agency also to further define, because that's a topic that is of interest for many of you. Then the general comment, as I say, positive interactions, new also interactions between the different fields. You had the possibility to have discussion sessions, especially in the breakout rooms, that were also very positive. Maybe a suggestion was also to increase these interactions and maybe for the next time to have plenary sessions, interdisciplinary, where you could hear of other fields that you are not specialists or expert of. So this is, of course, something that we will try to do on the next time. But of course, this is a kind of a trade-off between the specialist type of discussion and the generalist views. Some more specific, let's say, input we receive on the different topic, whether this is life science, biology, human research, or physical sciences, was, for example, in a biology experiment, the lack of somehow platform in biology, in microgravity. And so, of course, several, let's say, scientists also want to develop those facilities, whether this is in low Earth orbit or on the moon. Radiation facility, it was mentioned also that it is a leading field in Europe. They have a leading expertise, and so this is also crucial to develop this activity beside also low Earth orbit. And also, there was some comment about the fact that the study should be both male and female astronauts to gather those data maybe with more statistics. Human risk, looking more specifically at the exploration focus aspect, was also something that was mentioned. And also, people appreciated input from ESA about what is really the priority in terms of, let's say, human research. So here I name a few of them, but of course, any input like this is something that is valuable for the research team. The importance of analog, and that is actually true for both for human research and also for physical science or biology. And something that is very generic is the interdisciplinary collaboration. That was specifically mentioned in soft matter field, because in that field also, this is looking at small interactions between liquid and a gas or different type of gas, different type of liquids. You have a direct link with applications in biology, in cancer research, and that should be increased because there is potentially, let's say, a big research item that can be done. Maybe my last slide will be also a generic feedback, is that ESA is too slow. Fast development should be, especially when we are looking at instrument, should be much faster. This is linked also with frequent opportunity. So both are linked. If you have a fast development, it means also that you have more opportunity. More opportunity gives you also the more call for proposal and the possibility to have new, fresh, let's say, scientists that are not already in the field of space research involved also in this program. This goes hand in hand with a standard interface to have a modular approach so that non-specialists can use those instruments. So typically, the example is a microscope or optical system. You don't need to be part of the development to use it, and that should be the same on ground, and then that should be the same in space. Coordination of effort. It was also mentioned that various space agencies are doing activities, whether that is in Europe with TLR, CNES, but also outside with NASA, JAXA. And the scientists were fostering this type of collaboration because it is okay also to have overlap, but it should be with the aim of, let's say, a synergetic approach, so that in a world that is really constrained economically, all the efforts are productive, let's say. Last point was also about archiving data and sampling. So we need also here maybe a more streamlined approach. This is, by the way, something that we are working normally that is also in place in ESA side, but of course that can be improved. And that was also mentioned, and it was my last point. And finally, last thing is of course to thank all the participants, but also thanks the sponsor of this event, which is the delegation of Polish delegate in ESA, in HRE, but also the Ministry of Science and Higher Education. Of course, European Science Foundation, who were taking care of the display of all the organization, let's say, that was prior the events, and all let's say in this place, all the organizers that were taking care of the catering and also the viewing here. And finally, my colleagues also in ESA that took care also of making the planning and make sure that everybody is in the good sessions and also have good interaction. So thank you very much. Before we close completely, I think it will be good if you have any comment, either on the workshop or generic comment, either for ESA or for you. You have also some mic, and I think we have a few minutes to tackle that. So by all means, if anybody has any comments or suggestions, you have two mics here and there. Don't be shy. This is the last session. I'm not sure how many people are viewing looking at the video online, so we are not that many, so don't be shy. Yeah, go.
I just want to say that the live stream was very practical. So there were moments that I was not here, but I could look at on live stream. It was very practical. So actually, I would like to say thank you to the guys there, that they did a very good job. That was my thing what I'd say.
Thanks. Any other final comments on the? So I don't want to force anyone to make any comment, but again, thank you very much for your interaction. Have a safe travel back home, and I wish to continue this interaction in the future. Thank you very much.